We begin the new chapter of Dragon Ball Kakumei with the almost probable death of Bulma. You see her right here. They have nothing that really can compete with this guy. This guy is on a completely different level. He is beyond most Saiyans that are even on this planet, and now they have to guard Bulma against him. But this doesn't mean that they won't try, and one of the guards actually shoots him point blank right in the head. It even goes right through, as you can see the smoke coming from the back of the head, but he is absolutely fine. I'm not sure if he was able to dodge that in time or if it just had no reaction whatsoever. And it looks like the beam simply just went through him, whether that is super speed or just part of his magic. It just didn't have any effect. And again, this guy is on a completely different level than all these Saiyans, anybody in this building right now. The chances of him killing Bulma are pretty damn high. But just as I'm saying that, something actually connects, something hits him and pushes him back. And I'm loving all these Bulma scenes. I mean, tell me you don't love Bulma in Dragon Ball Kakumei. She just looks, it's like her best look. Not only does she look like a scientist, she looks kind of like future Bulma, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looks good. She looks good. Peppino. This is a character that we got introduced while they were just kind of bullshitting on planet Sadala, and she is a half Saiyan, half Sephorian, which this planet has Sephorians. In Kakumei Universe 6 has them still alive. She has different powers, she has different abilities, and so I'm actually curious to see what she can do if this is her moment. But I didn't even know her name up to this point, and they really haven't showcased her at all. Again, she was just a little tidbit, a little side note in when they were just hanging around that carnival and they were hanging out and showing Broly a good time. And I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. One-shotted right through the gut. I would assume this is the reality of the situation, unless she's got some sort of hack. Yeah, this is the reality. And I love Kakumei. It just does not hold back in the gruesomeness of what the reality of these beings fighting each other would be. Even when Caulifla and Kaba attack this guy, he one-shots them also. He's done playing around. He does not have time for this. He needs to get these guys out. He needs to go ahead and kill Bulma, go back to the Venerable Heir, and leave. They are on their way to bigger and better things. This is like a side note in their journey. But right before his very eyes, she resurrects. And this is what we find out that, yeah, that's a dude. That is a whole dude. As you guys can see right here, it's a guy. So, yeah, I did not expect that. Just like what they're saying, I didn't expect it. Yeah, that's a guy. But now I'm interested because the chapter's name is called Zenkai, and this is him resurrecting and coming back stronger, because that's exactly what happens. Near death or death experiences give you jumps in power, or they used to. And so maybe this being that's their hack ability, is that they resurrect because of the Sephorian biology or technology, and they get the Zenkai boost to ultimately become even stronger. Okay, this is really cool. This is a fight between a magic wielder and a technology wielder. This is a technology of Universe 6. He says it's the highest technological land in Universe 6, world in Universe 6. I'm assuming the Sephorians are just that high tier, and to the point where it looks kind of like magic what he's doing, what he did. And that is this is a really cool dynamic. I am so here for this. Peppino coming in clutch, and ultimately he takes the dub. He actually ends up blocking this guy and letting all three of them leave. The lieutenant, Caulifla, Kaba, picking up Bulma, they're out of there while he holds them off. I'm assuming he's a little bit stronger now, or maybe a lot stronger after dying at his opponent's hands. So for a second time, the Venerable Heir's agent tries to kill Peppino relatively quickly with an overpowered attack. Like, this thing goes through several walls, and it's not like he's pulling any punches. He's trying to take him out because he needs to get to Bulma. Even taunting him like, try to stop me with your technology. You just can't. You just cannot. And I feel like there is a limit. There's far more of a limit in Dragon Ball with technology than there is with magic. Magic can almost do anything, while technology has, you know, things that you can measure, so it has limitations. Now, this attack could have killed everybody in this building, but he held back because he was ordered to kill Bulma. That was basically it. The Saiyans that he killed earlier, they were in his way. He is going to use them as obstacles or treat them like obstacles and kill them. He's doing the same thing with Peppino. He's going to kill him. He is in a merciful mood. He's not going to just onslaught and slaughter the entire building. He's not going to do that. Now they're having a classic magic versus technology battle where they both are using their type of illusion, falling for both types of illusion. I would say that the magician's illusion is far stronger than Peppino's illusion, but at the same time, it's cool that they're going back and forth. And this is just a rant. Both these characters are OCs. These guys are not part of what a traditional Dragon Ball is. They were made for Kakumei. So the fact that they're getting this much agency and this much focus is awesome to me, because it doesn't normally happen. A lot of the name brand characters usually are the ones that get all the love in these stories. Oh, and here we get the traditional underdog backstory. This is like Naruto essentially, because yeah, this character is a one-of-a-kind, rare occurrence in planet Sadala. Regardless of how connected their society is, he does not have the raw strength of the Saiyans. There's no way. So he decided to make technology his power. His intellect is far superior than any Saiyans ever is or can be, so he's just going to use that to make himself stronger and give himself a one-up in this case. And so on top of the resurrection technology that he obviously has, and all these different abilities that allow him to even block this guy, he has under his sleeve one more attack, one thing that he has been devising since he was young to be able to kill and destroy even a Saiyan, and that is his masterpiece. And he calls it Twirling Force, which I can only assume it is high-powered air. Maybe it's connected to his own ki. Maybe it's connecting and drawing ki from everywhere around him. So maybe it'll take some of the ki from this agent, and that way he can use it all to destroy him. That is a very interesting power, but I feel like he's going to unleash it and it'll just damage this guy. And then ultimately this guy's gonna die. Peppino is gonna die. That's what I think. This is the part of the story that I've been most wanting to get back to, and that is Goten and Trunks' training. I feel this is where all my interest in this story so far is really going to, because these two characters, I feel like they had a glimmer of love and hope in DBZ, and then it's just been dashed away and just kind of like forgotten about. Dragon Ball Kakumei is doing things differently, and they are with Whis. They are harnessing their abilities. They are making themselves stronger without just needing themselves to be fused together. And now, with months of training, they have both risen to the rank of what Goku and Vegeta had been at one point, and that is the mastering of God Ki. And as you guys can see right here, our boys Goten and Trunks are now Super Saiyan gods. Yes, I fucking love this. This is the route they needed to go with. They should already be Super Saiyan gods. They should already want to be Super Saiyan gods, and Goku and Vegeta should not be the only Saiyans with God Ki, and Dragon Ball Kakumei is correcting this problem. Whis is a proud master here, and we get a bit of information that really changes the dynamic of Kakumei, and that is that Zenkais are basically back. It's not just a Zenkai to the Saphurian / Saiyan that we saw Peppino. This is a Zenkai that is also for the Saiyan side as well. Goten and Trunks are both receiving Zenkai, huge amounts of Zenkai, after almost dying 9 separate times in 9 separate occasions. They were at death's door, and that brought them back, and that gave them the powers that they have right now. They are extremely strong. And after so long training, they finally reached this milestone. I love how they pop out of Super Saiyan God. You can even see Trunks right here, like half God, half just his base form. And Trunks, it means a little bit more because he does become Super Saiyan God in Heroes. So I actually think that this is like so awesome to give to the characters that are from Universe 7. They think that their training is over. They want to join the rest of the Saiyans to train with them and gain the abilities and their training from his father. And I just love this scene of Trunks with Vegeta. I think that this whole ending part being colored really gives a lot to the story and shows what is the most important thing here, and that is Goten and Trunks, and I feel like they are going to be a huge part of the story moving forward. Oh, Kakumei, you spoil us. They even give love to DBS Superhero here, where Goten and Trunks are just so happy to go back home. They're excited. They want Whis to give them a haircut. They're just ready to go see people at home before they go train because they just want to make a little pit stop. And even Trunks says that he has an idea for a costume for them that looks like a superhero. It's really classy. Just a lot of love for DBS Superhero here. But Whis is having none of that. He's like, are you ready for your next test? Because if y'all think you're done, not even close. Y'all better wipe up that dried up blood all over your face because you guys are coming back for more. And now I really do believe that they are the key to defeating these angels, or at least being a super weapon against them. They are being trained by Whis. Whis is showing them things like, look at this room. He is showing them something. He's training them in something that is angel-like, angelic-like. So I feel like this is going to be where we see these two guys flourish and the story focus heavily on both of them. And Whis is being real with them here. Regardless of you guys mastering the God Key, getting into Super Saiyan God, it doesn't mean anything. Goten and Trunks have a warped view of reality. They were not there for Dragon Ball Super. I like how Whis calls it out. I said it earlier, but Whis really calls it out that they were sidelined in Dragon Ball Super, so they don't have any idea the strength of Zamasu. They have no idea the strength of Jiren, and they have no idea the strength of the Gods of Destruction, the ones that came back. So Super Saiyan God is just not gonna cut it. It's not. Trunks is saying that with all of them, they should all win, and Whis drops probably my favorite line in Dragon Ball Kakumei. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. My favorite line in Dragon Ball Kakumei, and that is, it would be quite a feat for Lord Beerus to emerge alive. He's setting the standard. He's setting what the power is of these guys and what you guys are really facing, because if Beerus manages to survive this, if he does, that weight of him almost dying or possibly not even surviving that long is something that they're going to have to think about going into this battle, because if Beerus is in trouble, then what the hell are they even doing there? But no, this place is Whis' personal training room. It is connected to the Room of Spirit and Time, but it is his, and in there 4 hours is equivalent to 1 Earth hour, so he can get, or they can get, more work in this place and really train like the angels to maximize their effort, because we see something in them and he thinks that they are the key to defeating everything. They are the key to winning this war. And actually, I'm corrected here. I think Trunks is the one that corrects me, because they're actually going to be in there for 6 years. And so it's not 6 months, it's 6 years for the equivalent time exchange. So Trunks and Goten are both going to be like way older, in their 20s when they finally emerge. And I just love the stakes here. I love the fact that we're going to get a time skip within a set amount of time within a story that has characters that have not seen these two in quite some time. Like, I love the ending here. And they're going to have 6 years to do just what exactly? They are going to have to strike Whis. For the door to open, for them to leave this space, they're going to have to hit him. And that will show that they have surpassed every single person that they just held in such high regard, if they can hit Whis and leave the room, ultimately being the two that save Goku and the multiverse. And with that, the stage is set for honestly my favorite arc in Kakumei, and this could be possibly one of my favorite arcs in all of Dragon Ball fan mangas. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this chapter. It's going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.